He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, that's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Oh, and the changeup is taken for a called third strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Next up for Detroit, Elliott Rice. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Rice is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, Dero?
Matty, this team's lineup is dead last in batting average, and I tell you what, that does not bode well for the rest of the season. If you do not have professional at-bats up and down the lineup, or at least 6 to 7 guys, it is eventually going to catch up to you.
First pitch on its way. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, Dero, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Here's Jock Peterson now. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss.
Jock Peterson.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Oh, 0-1, here's the pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low. The 1-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Lucroy.
Catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
First pitch of the at-bat. Nope. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball just a bit high. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1.
That's up. That's up. Who's got it?
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Next for the Tigers, Walter Chen, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And a fastball just a bit up. And the changeup is way low that time. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. The 2-2. Catches the corner, got him looking. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail this one 1-0. Drew Robinson the next to dig in, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Set to get his day started, Tommy Wood, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-1. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Stepping in, Clint Frazier. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. The 1-0 home. Misses for the 2nd ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Takes a good curveball at the knees. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
And it's 3-2 now to the number 9 hitter.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Digging in, Jose Iglesias as we begin the top of the 4th.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1-1.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Now at the plate, Elliott Rice comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Elliott Rice.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Jock Peterson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. At the plate, Jonathan Lucroy, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers.
Nope.
And there's ball one.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Parker is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Walter Chen. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. 2 out, nobody on. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Now at the plate, Drew Robinson. He'll look to get the Tigers going in their half of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. The 1-2. The ground over to first. To his right, Olsen. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Into the box now, Tommy Wood. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Ball and a strike. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Stepping into the box, Clint Frazier, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. First delivery to him on the way. And a ball diving into the dirt, a swing and a miss.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, Dero. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. Popped him up. In comes Piscotty.
3-3-3.
And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Miguel Cabrera. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Going for strikeout number 15. Left side. Scooped up. There's one. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jock Peterson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. One and two.
I got the count 1-2.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. And there are 2 away now. Digging in the switch hitter, Walter Chen. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
1-1 the count now. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The A's lead this one 6-0. Emilio Pagan comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Emilio Pagan.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The Oakland A's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Number 29 earns his first win of the season, allowing only a single hit across 8 full innings.
A major league pitching coach acknowledges a young newcomer on an early milestone accomplishment. player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Oakland A's. A's baseball starts right now. Number 29 gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one.
Little tapper down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. In there for strike 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Swinging bunt to the mound. And he'll reach first safely. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Mark Madsen, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Mark Madsen.
First offering on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Madsen makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in, when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Nope. That misses, 1-2. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Jake Lamb standing in now.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, third baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Now the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And another foul ball. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Maybin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground, gap to gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right center. He's not playing center field. He's got it all covered, bailing the other guys out, and not shabby with the offensive tool either.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Bases are empty, one man out. And a good two-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Striding into the box, A.J. Pollock. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Up next for Arizona, Alex Avila, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Pitch on its way to Avila. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
He froze him on the fastball there. Alex Avila is retired to start the 3rd.
The catcher, number 36, John.
First pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. 1 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. Barreto's got it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready for another chance. Jamie Gutierrez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jamie Gutierrez.
Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
In now, Ketel Marte. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard ball after the walk. I think he might have let him.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. Here's Chris Davis now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Two balls and two strikes. The count to Chris Davis. Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Striding in once again, Jake Lamb. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball grounded towards second. Pinder on the grass. In time to first, and there are two away. Settling in now, Steven Souza comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in, A.J. Pollard. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Center fielder, number 11.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and grounded foul. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away. Stepping up to the plate, Alex Avila. First time up, he went down looking. Way in front of that fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hard to beat that, and beyond that, he has to feel good about the way the curveball is coming out of his hand. That was a nasty-looking pitch.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jamie Gutierrez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Fastball's fouled off to the left, and he falls behind now 0-2. Changeup, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
The batter, number 4.
Digging in now, Ketel Marte. It was a walk in his last trip. Started that swing a bit too early.
That was a nasty pitch right there. Great arm action by the pitcher. That looked like a heater out of his hands and dropped off the table.
Behind 0-2 now. Good waist pitch. 1-2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Ketel Marte is sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th.
Mark Madsen.
Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game. And here's Chris Davis now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Fastball called for strike 2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
He's
ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
And it's fouled away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Now at the plate, Steven Souza. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First offering on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So instead of leading off the next inning, A.J. Pollock bats here after the 2-out success.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0 is a low changeup that's laid off. Two balls and a strike. Batters as this is on the ground to first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Here comes the payoff pitch.
Up, up, up.
Popped him up. Valencia has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Arizona. They still trail 1-0. So coming to the plate, Alex Avila. He went down on strikes last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Now batting, John Ryan Murphy. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Jamie Gutierrez comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
2-2
To first. I don't think they can get two. One there, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Ketel Marte, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And a fastball just a bit up. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Now the 3-0 offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Barreto fields cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. One left for the Diamondbacks. It remains 1-0. Liam Hendricks comes on from the pen, hoping to...
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that one run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. The Oakland A's jumped out to an early lead. Number 29 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. plate, Mark Madsen, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Mark Madsen.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Behind 0-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. 6 runs, 9 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Jake Lamb standing in now. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And that one just missed outside.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Maben has it in his sights, and that retires the side. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Steven Souza has got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Souza hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
This is the classic case of the modern-day ball player right there. You can have the batting average if your OPS is north of 800. When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you've got to be ready for the heater.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Steven Souza becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. On a line, that's a base hit.
Hey, eat it. Cut it right there.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
Now in the box, Nick Ahmed, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt, right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
Six runs, 10 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Bruce Maxwell will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 14, Bruce Maxwell.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
A 9-2.
A manager checks in with his ball club. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
Number 29 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 29.
Ready now for L.A., Mike Trout. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Trout.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. The 1-2. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. And a good throw gets him one gone. And now for the Angels, Justin Upton.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
From the stretch. Fouled away. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Ready now, Mason Ibarra. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Lincoln Cheney. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Lincoln Cheney.
Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Zach Cozart waits on deck. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Striding in, Zach Cozart, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Cozart is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, Matty, this guy's got some of the best hands in the game. It doesn't matter. Shortstop, second base, you could pretty much put him wherever you want in the infield. Premium defender, up the middle defender. Looks to help out the pitching staff any way he can.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So striding forward now, Martin Maldonado. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Maldonado.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Eduardo Nunez. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. The 1-1 home. Is a low changeup that's laid off. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do
You don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
And this is low, ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
Center fielder number 27, Mike.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Upton. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mason Ibarra. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hot shot to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. 9th inning. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Lincoln Cheney.
Designated hitter.
First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Digging in once again, Zach Cozart, 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Here comes the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. It seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Standing in, Cole Calhoun. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball and a strike.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. Score remains tied at 3-3. Next up for the A's, Matt Chapman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off the closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
0-1 pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Chopped toward the second baseman. To his left, Cozart. Throw to first gets him. One out here to lead off the 10th. Here's Cameron Maben now. Mano a mano with Blake Parker. He's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0. This one's blooped out toward right center field. In there, a base hit.
Well, he tore the cover off.
Well,
that
that's
one,
what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Now batting, Georgia, Franklin Lorenzo.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 1-0. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is high. The throw. Cozart with the tag, and he is out at second base.
Clearly, they were hoping to be aggressive and doing some running tonight, but I think they're going to need to adapt now. It's not working, and you just can't keep running into outs.
And that's just off the outside corner and low, ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Ready with the 3-0. Here's a strike. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch, and he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Pitch out, nothing doing. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-2 pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
And he'll get back in standing. Now the 3-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him. One left for Oakland. Still tied 3-3. Tyler Flowers is going to come in and pinch hit here as he's the potential winning run here in the bottom half of inning number 10. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. The numbers coming in: 278 the average, 11 home runs, and 48 driven in. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Stepping up now, Eduardo Nunez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. He's just rolling right now, and even dozens strikeouts for him in the ballgame. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
High in the air down the right field line. Piscotty is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more base. Tyler Flowers will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 25, Tyler Flowers.
Parker Bridwell takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 62, Parker Bridwell.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit.
The Athletics, right fielder Stephen Piscotty.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. Upton has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Now batting, the first baseman, Danny.
Stepping in now, Danny Valencia, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 delivery. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
One out, nobody on. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now batting.
Striding in for Oakland, Josh Fegley is 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Right over the middle, knee high. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Upton's under it. 2 down. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. Upton is after it. And no one will track it down. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
D-Roll, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him 1 extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. 1 more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
Jarrett Parker is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Valencia at second. Maxwell at first. 2 out in the inning. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
1-2.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Still 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to. Emilio Pagan takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Mike Trout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. And Guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
good job right there. Boy, good job.
Number 29 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Next to bat for the Giants, Buster Posey. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted into center field. Jones is after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center.
Yeah, here we go.
But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
The first baseman.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Giants leave it. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
Drilled right back up the middle, and McCutchen has himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Evan Longoria is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Oh, 2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And there to put this one away is Jones, and that's out number 1. So in now for San Francisco, Brandon Crawford. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Marwin Gonzalez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 14, Marwin Gonzalez.
Popped him up. Chapman is there for it, and that retires the side. Giants leave 1. We are still scoreless. Danny Valencia is going to be asked to get things going here. Starting pitching, so obviously important to a team's success, and a great performance given here in this one by the fellow you see on your screen. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
Number 29 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Next for the Dodgers, Corey Dickerson. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the. So stepping in, number 29. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. On the ground to the left side. Turner's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Ready once again, Austin Barnes. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Austin Barnes.
First offering on its way. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Backhanded. And there's 1 down now. Miles Harper will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 26, Miles Harper.
Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. He'll start this one at 269. 2 home runs and 17 RBIs. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. 0-1 the count. Popped him up. Miller ranging into the outfield. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another shot now, Justin Turner. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Very weakly on the ground. Harper is off at first with 2 away. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Here's Corey Seager. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Corey Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Danny Valencia will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Danny Valencia.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Number 29 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 29.
Stepping in for the Jays, Teoscar Hernandez. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Smoke aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Tim Beckham. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. So digging in now, Larry Morales. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Albert Perez is on to pitch from the bullpen.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish.
Number 29 will take the ball now as the new pitcher. In is Gerardo Parra. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Gerardo Parra.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
The 1-2 is taken high above the zone. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Standing in, Larry Morales. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Dribbled up the line. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in.
Well, it's almost automatic for this guy as he puts another game on ice. That's save number 40 for the season.
With the season winding down and his team teetering at the edge of the race, this skipper makes a final plea for a show of mettle.
Number 29 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 29.
Next up for Los Angeles, Jonathan Schoop. He was a double play victim last time around. No balls and 1 strike. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So striding in, Yasiel Puig. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And that one stayed too low apparently. A 1-1 count to Puig. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
2-2 the count. The 2-2. This one's down to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Into the box, Justin Turner. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. By 1, all they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The windup and the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
0-2.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Your attention, please.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3.
Attaboy, good job.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand. A manager addresses his team before a pivotal series.
Number 29 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 29.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Kyle Seager. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he goes to second with it. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. hit out toward second. Merrifield picks it up, and the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge.
A check-in call from a representative. New to the majors, this player's offered schooling on the structure of his contract. The agent moves on from that topic. A stripling major leaguer is challenged to make spring training count.
Number 30 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 30.
In is Jorge Soler. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Barreto ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Shortstop, Chris Owings.
Here's Chris Owings now, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
1-2, the count of the Royals shortstop.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. It's a Ryan Butcher will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Royals came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Number 30 will take the ball now as the new pitcher. The next Cub up, Taylor Davis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is foul right side. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Here's a high pop-up. Room for Wieters behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He popped out in his first trip. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. 1-1 to Schwarber. 2 out, nobody on. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Josh Begley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitch.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
Number 30 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. Alexi Amarista has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Leading off for the Brewers.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. No balls and a strike to count.
Now playing third base, number 86, Alexi Amarista.
Behind 0-2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
On the ground to first. Can this be two? The second for one. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play. Brett Phillips will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. 1-1 pitch, a curveball that's right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and James Hewitt will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game. Number 30 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Alexi Amarista will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base.
Here's Joe
number
Panik.
86, Alexi Amarista.
First pitch on its way. He's on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. In now, Andrew McCutchen. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Andrew McCutchen.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Andrew McCutchen goes down for out number 2 in the top half. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
The 2-1 home. Grounded foul off to the right. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Last strike here for the Giants. swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good.
Number 30 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 30.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He'll be the one to lead it off here in the top of inning number 10. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground at first.
White brings it in.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping into the box, Ben Gamble. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Swing and a miss, so a perfect start to the 10th here. 2 up and 2 down. Next for Seattle, Mike Margema. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
One.
Swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game. Number 30 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 30.
Next up will be Kyle Farmer. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in his mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Austin Barnes will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. 1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Johan Rubio will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with two out and the base is empty. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends. Ryan Butcher will come on now and take the ball for the fourth time this week. 5-2 the final today. The A's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
This pitcher's winning ERA is not translating into wins. A team can't win without scoring runs. His coach offers a well-deserved acknowledgement.
Number 30 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Jeremy Hazelbaker is into the ballgame now as he'll take over out in left field.
Leading off for Milwaukee.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Manny Pena. And he will not be seeing the usual suspect to close this game out, as he's been given the day off by his manager to get a little rest.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Alexi Amarista is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Number 86.
First offering on its way.
Amarista.
Skied into straightaway right. Amarista has a read on it. 2 down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Albert Ryan. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off.
1-1-1.
Grounded to the right. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
A ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch is a curveball just off the black. 2-1 now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot.
And the throw is in time to get him to. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top. Number 30 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 30.
Next will be the designated hitter, Leonis Martin. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
The designated hitter, Leonis.
First pitch on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Hit in the air to shallow center. Pinder coming in. One away. At the plate, Alan Henson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater.
Up next for the Giants, second baseman, Austin Slater.
First offering on its way. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Slater stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was an 8th round selection during the 2014 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Barreto will put this one away, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of. Frankie Montes takes the mound to start the. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Will Smith takes home the win.
A pitcher who's been inefficient from the stretch of late is given a coach-up. For the second time in his career, this player's being told to pack his bags. He seems to take it in stride. This player welcomes the change. Within a couple days, he'll again be putting on a different uniform. A recently acquired player meets with his new manager before his debut with his new team. The manager does what he can to make the player feel comfortable. In this game, change can come swiftly and unannounced. The player is embracing the change that the sudden trade has imposed on him. Players don't always take it so well. A manager checks in with his ball club.
Number 30 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 30.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Aaron Altair. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss on the fastball. And there's the first out here in the ninth. Now to the plate, J.P. Crawford. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. DeYoung's got it. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out. Stepping in, Jorge Alfaro. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 7-1 the final today. St. Louis led this game from the third inning on.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Number 30 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 30.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Right fielder, Joey Rickard.
And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. Up next for the Buccos, Jarrett Parker. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Lifted down the line in left. Ozuna sprinting after it, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are empty, one man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
A 3-1 count to the left fielder of the Bucks. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Martin Poe. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
A ball and a strike now. Breaking ball in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Julian Cortez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Up, look
Popped
up.
him up. Carpenter in foul ground. He's got it 1 away. Now at the plate, Francisco Cervelli. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Francisco Cervelli goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Now the 2-1 is taken for strike 2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance. So digging in with a chance to win it here, number 30, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Heading after it is Rickard. He's got it as the winning run is stranded. Coming to the plate now, Ryan Lavarnway. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Ryan Lavarnway.
And a curveball drops in there for strike 1.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Coming to the plate now, Greg Garcia. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Count still at 1-2. Hit back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
And the changeup is way low that time. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
He throws him on the fastball there. Matt Olson goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
This is lifted out to left. Ozuna will get there, and he puts it away to retire. John Brebbia is going to finally make an appearance in this.
It's times like these that I wish we were paid by the inning. The game seemed endless, but the fireworks at the top of the 15th were enough to...
Number 30 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 30.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Tucker Barnhart, as he's set to go to lead off the top half. First pitch on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Renfroe has it in his tracks, makes the play, one away. Into the box now, Jose Peraza. He enters this plate appearance 3 for 6 in the ball game thus far. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Brett Ruth is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. A ball and a strike. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Skied into straightaway right. Renfroe has a beat on it. 2 down.
Cut. Hold
it. In now for the Reds, Eric Warren. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. 1-2 the count to the Reds pitcher. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half. So a big spot here, and stepping in, number 30, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And they're going to walk off here with a 6-5 victory. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the Number 30 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 30. The batter, second baseman.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. And the gap gets the job done in this situation.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Chris Taylor. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. Here's Joe Panik. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Fouled off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Panik behind a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Matt Bowman enters here looking to get the final out. Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Number 30 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 30.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
DeYoung is there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in now for San Diego, Will Myers. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. No balls and 1 strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
0-1 the count. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here's another 1-2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So they're next to the plate for the Padres, Guillermo Encarnacion. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
And this foul tip is held onto by Molina. A fine play there by the veteran backstop to help record the punch out. stepping in, Freddie Galvis. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Freddie Galvis becomes out number 2 this inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Darren Gerard, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Weakly to the left. DeYoung gathers it in, and that's the first out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. It was a walk in his last trip.
Number 27, Jose Altuve.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with, but this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're playing within yourself.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Eric Hosmer is retired on strikes for the 3rd time tonight.
1-0.
The 1-0. A curveball that catches the inside corner. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Off the second is Altuve. Now the pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Hunter Renfroe will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game. Number 30 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 30.
Striding in for the Rockies, Brad Miller.
Now batting, third baseman, Brad Miller.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. A high fastball is in there. Into the corner and slicing foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. In now for Colorado, Raimel Tapia will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Grounded up the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. To his left, Valera. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. Digging in, Tony Walters. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Up next for Colorado.
He starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
And he fouls this one off. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out. Paul DeYoung will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. A manager checks in with his ball club.
Attaboy, great job. Boy, good job.
A pitching coach offers reassurance to a pitcher who's been knocked around a bit lately.
Number 30 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 30.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Leading off for the
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen.
Count remains at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. At the plate, Max Moroff. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Wong to his right. He's got it. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Chris Bostic will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Bostic, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2000. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that. The next to bat for St. Louis, number 30. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Verdugo going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Julian Cortez. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
2-1.
Hey, that's okay. You can look at that a bunch of different ways. That's a well-executed pitch and count leverage. A nice breaking ball he snapped over. or you can look at it as a respect factor thing. He does not want to challenge you in a big spot.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is a fastball that misses. Greg Garcia will be next. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Greg Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Greg Garcia.
2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far.
Strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Now at the plate, Bryce Harper. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from Pittsburgh, PA. 9th inning about to start in this one. Stepping in for the Cardinals, number 30. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Verdugo waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Martin Cole, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Into the box now, Matt Olson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. So 1-1. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one's wet. Bounced right into the Allegheny. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that one stayed too low apparently. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And that misses. 2-1. Here now the 2-2.
1-1.
On the ground over to first. Martinez comes up with it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Stepping into the box, Francisco Cervelli. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And that's high for a ball. 1-0. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 20-3 tonight. St. Louis wrap up their